Hi, it's Will from the Yukon Gold podcast. Now, I've been doing this for a long time, but if you haven't, there's an easier way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's completely free, it's online and mobile, and there's creation tools that will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google, Stitcher, Amazon, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Now, if that seems like a good idea to you, follow this link below and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome back to the Yukon Gold podcast with Will S. Yukon Gold is about creating a sustainable future for everyone on planet Earth. We help people to reach their full potential by delivering the gold standard in renewable energy design, education, and installation. Follow, like, and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, and check us out at yukongoldenergy.com. All right, today on the podcast, I would like to talk about electric vehicles and how that is fitting into the overall energy picture that's developing in the United States and Canada. We all know about Tesla, obviously, but there are a couple other companies out there I'd like to talk about and discuss. All right, so electric vehicles and infrastructure to charge them have come a long way over the last few years. EV ranges have more than doubled and millions of charging stations have been installed. So the dreaded range anxiety is quickly becoming a thing of the past. Just announced a new EV from Lucid, an EV company headed by the former Tesla engineer Peter Rawlinson, will have the range of 800 kilometers, even more than the Tesla Model S Long Range Plus with a 640 kilometer range. Tesla was the first EV widely available with a range of more than 600 kilometers on a single charge, and that was just the start. The first Lucid Air, which will be able to do 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, will be rolling off their production U.S. line early next year. Lucid is the many new companies now able to compete against big EV players, including Tesla, now GM, Volkswagen, and Ford. In northern BC, where I reside, EVs are taking off as well. Between Fort St. John and Dawson Creek, there are about a dozen Tesla owners. There are several Nissan Leaf owners and several Prius Prime plug-in hybrids and others. Owners are giving nothing but glowing reports, even during cold winter driving. Yes, range is reduced as the outdoor temperature falls, but so does the range of gas and diesel vehicles. But with an EV, there's no weather cold starting issues, and all-weather cab, heat, and steering wheel heaters provide instant comfort. Charging ahead. The number of charging stations globally has increased from less than 1 million in 2014 to over 7.5 million or 7.3 million charges worldwide in 2020. The new fast chargers will give EV a several hundred kilometer range in just a few minutes, while charging at home with a low-cost regular charger will give most EVs a full charge overnight when the power is the cheapest. The high-speed fast chargers are also making their way north. Last year, BC Hydro installed a network of roadside chargers up to Prince George and will be expanding all the way to Fort St. John next year. These fast chargers, spaced roughly 80 kilometers apart, will top off an EV in just a few minutes or provide a single charge in less than half an hour. The Bus Binge. Toronto now boasts North America's largest battery electric fleet. The Toronto Transit Commission now operates 60 battery electric buses with the goal of being a 100% zero emission by 2040. And a growing number of Canadian cities such as Oakville, Halifax, Edmonton, and Vancouver have deployed or plan to deploy fully electric buses to decarbonize their transit fleets. China's bus fleet, however, puts Canada to shame. Faced with an outrageous vehicle pollution problems, China began prioritizing vehicle electrification more than a decade ago and now subsides with national regulation. China has now more than 400,000 electric buses, about 99% of the world's total. General Motors is also getting serious about electrics with a multi-billion-dollar deal with the zero-emission vehicle startup Nikola Corp. GM will be building Nikola's new Badger pickup truck, which is intended to compete with Tesla's Cybertruck, as well as electric pickups planned by startup Rivian and Ford. The Badger pickup will boast a range of just under 100 kilometers on a charge. Yes, I said 1,000 kilometers. Pardon me, 1,000 kilometers. UPS, Amazon are going electric. Delivery fleet operators are also looking to get off diesel and gas-guzzling trucks and vans. They want more than just an EV van, however. They want something that's called an integrated technology vehicle, which will bring cost savings, autonomous, or safety features to their fleet automatically. Tesla is doing that with all of their EVs. Efficiency upgrades, safety upgrades, and other performance-enhancing improvements are automatically downloaded onto their vehicles free of charge as they become available. These vehicles get smarter, cheaper to run, and safer to drive the longer you own them. So here come the electrics. Cheaper to drive, safer to drive, they improve with age, and are very little maintenance with only a handful of moving parts. Fast chargers every 80 kilometers or so. Most highways, cheap overnight charging at home, and zero pollution, and where they're just starting to get rolling. Electric vehicle charging stations are rapidly expanding around the world, making range anxiety a piece of ancient history. Solar is a good match for EV charging, since solar produces power during the day when most people are driving. So yeah, there's a definite need and a good amount of technology out there in regards to EV chargers paired with solar. We're looking at the expansion of new EV markets. Fairly shortly, we're going to be, electric vehicles will be the norm, not the outlier that it is right now. I would say in the 10 to 15 years, if you don't have an EV or aren't seriously considering an EV as a vehicle, there is a very good chance, the more that we produce these vehicles, the generally less expensive they are. So GE is on its way to an all-electric future with a commitment to 30 new global electric vehicles by 2025. They are aggressively going after every aspect of what it takes to put everyone in an EV, because we need millions of EVs on the road to make a meaningful impact toward a zero-emissions future. GM is positioned to design, engineer, and produce EVs for every style and every price point, and we are rapidly building a competitive advantage in battery, software, vehicle integration, manufacturing, and customer experience. Climate change is real, and we want to be part of the solution by putting everyone in an electric vehicle. Mary Barra, the chairman and CEO of General Motors. More about their plan to put everyone in an electric vehicle. Our Ultium batteries and platform. Ultium represents a milestone and achievement. Electrification with battery packs cost nearly 40% lower than those in the Chevrolet Bolt EV. GM predicts that the second generation Ultium packs will cost nearly 60% less than the batteries used today. Its versatile platform provides the building blocks for everything from mass market to high performance vehicles, all with a single common cell in most markets and a set of interchangeable propulsion components. Ultium battery cells will be manufactured in Lordstown, Ohio, as part of their joint venture with LG Energy Solutions. Let's take a quick look at their batteries. And I'll put all the links in the description of the video. Flat stackable EV batteries are the winning formula. The 4 ways are flat Ultium battery technology is powering our vision for an all-electric future. GM's commitment to an all-electric future has not skipped a beat despite the global disruption of COVID-19. They've continued to innovate through the pandemic at a rapid pace, already announcing an update to their Ultium battery system just 8 months after its reveal. Advancements will continue: more energy density, lowered projected cost, and increased range. Production for products such as the Cruise Origin, the GM Hummer EV, and the Cadillac Lyriq, LYRIQ, as well as the site prep for our new battery cell assembly plant at Lordstown, Ohio, remain on track and are progressing quickly. The steadfast dedication to electric vehicle development remains important because they understand that EVs are paving the way for more than just a sustainable future. After offering cutting-edge performance and lower maintenance costs, they are also exhilarating to drive and practical to own. Not all EVs are created equal. It's what's on the inside that counts. This is why we meticulously designed the Ultium battery to power all future electric. Sitting beneath the floor of our next generation EVs, this battery module is made up of flat cell pouches that can be stacked to meet the unique needs of every driver while improving efficiency, power, and range. Looking to learn more about what's inside the electric vehicle? Before you get behind the wheel, there are 4 things you need to know. Unlike traditional cylindrical battery cells, their high-energy pouch cells have a flat shape. Ooh, that's a very cool video. I'll make sure this is in the description. Does the shape really matter? Yes. Ultium's flat cell pouches waste less space and can stack on top of each other like pancakes or vertically like slices of toast. This simple modular design makes it easy for engineers to optimize energy density and vehicle layout, which translates to more miles on a single charge for less cost. Their Ultium cells pack a punch. It would take 20 small cylindrical can cells, the ones our competitors use, to produce the power of one Ultium large format 100 amp hour cell. Our Ultium cells are so robust they can electrically and physically support EVs of every shape and size. Our battery options scale from 50 kilowatt hours to 200 kilowatt hours, which enable a GM estimated range of 400 miles or more on a single charge. So multiply 1 by 5. That's close to 700 kilometers. Stacking battery pouches enables flexible engineering and a more comfortable ride. Yeah, very cool. We will engineer some of America's most popular vehicles, such as trucks, SUVs, crossovers, with a vertically stacked cells like toast, whereas performance vehicles, which are deeply embedded in our DNA, may include horizontally stacked cells like pancakes. Thanks to Ultium's flat pouch cell design, we will easily accommodate a wide range of EVs, no matter what size or capability. To save even more space, the battery's electronic components are embedded within the modules, eliminating 8% of the battery's pack wiring compared to today's batteries. We reduced the height of the battery module underneath the second row, which will not only give second row passengers a more comfortable ride, it also adds 22 kilowatt hours of energy storage in this space. Chemical makeup. GM is committed to making economical and ethical investments in batteries to power EVs you love to drive. The Ultium battery cells feature a state-of-the-art nickel, cobalt, manganese, aluminum, NCMA chemistry, which was designed to reduce the cobalt content of our batteries by more than 70%. They are continuing to push the limits of ethical sourcing of high-quality raw materials while reducing costs, focusing on sourcing as such materials are possible from North America. As part of our joint venture, they are working with LG Chem to combine manufacturing and electrochemical expertise to manufacture Ultium pouch cells at a new plant in Iowa. Ultium Cells LLC. Since May 2020, the ground has broken, steel construction has begun, and the site prep is on target for completion. At the facility, they will have 30 gigawatt hours of capacity and allow in-house battery manufacturing, which will be critical to making EVs more affordable for every driver. The future of electric vehicles. Thanks to flexible battery technology, you can own and drive an EV that is tailored to fit your needs. Their Ultium packs are flexible enough to contain multiple combinations of modules to custom tailor energy and range requirements, allowing us to deliver EVs models for Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, and GMC products. Our battery packs can house 6, 8, 10, 12, and 24 modules depending on the vehicle type and requires. This ultimately allows for more freedom in the product design process and fewer moving parts and no need to design around gas tanks, engines, radiators, exhaust pipes. Their Ultium battery packs can be arranged to optimize height and length of the vehicle for aerodynamics, aesthetics, comfort, drive, fuel, and storage. Let's see what Ford's doing. Ford electric truck. Let's have a look. The electric F-150 is expected to appear sometime in 2021 and enter its production in mid-2022. Ford has already boasted about its capability executing a stunt where the electric F-150 prototype towed a massive freight train filled with 42 F-150 pickups that weighed 1 million pounds. All right. So Ford currently has a electric truck on the horizon. So that's good. The Endurance will have a range of more than 250 miles according to Lordstown, supplied by a battery of 109 kilowatts. The pickup will have a towing capacity of 7,500 pounds and a horsepower peak of 600 HP. Intended as a fleet vehicle, it'll be available to individual customers. The Endurance has a governed speed of 80 miles per hour. Unlike most other electric pickups, the Lordstown hasn't released any 0 to 60 mph time estimate, but however it ends up being, it will be there enough power routed through 4 hub electric motors. The third one that I'm looking at is called the Badger by Nikola Motor. It looks pretty cool. And this is a direct competition to the Cybertruck. It looks like they have an online store here. You can get some swag. Put a link in the description. Yeah, so EVs aren't going away, guys. This is where they're at. If you have any questions or would like to reach out to me and discuss, feel free to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform. We're on YouTube at Yukon Gold Energy, Facebook Yukon Gold Energy, Twitter at Yukon Gold Energy. We're trying to make our name for ourselves in the renewable energy space here. It's a very open, informal sort of platform. This is about education and getting the message out. All right, so Yukon Gold is all about creating a sustainable future for everyone on planet Earth. We help people to reach their full potential by delivering the gold standard in renewable energy design, education, and installation. Follow, like, subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, and check us out at yukongoldenergy.com. The website will be live by March 29th. And you'll be able to sign up and get your project going, whether that be a solar project, wind project, anything and everything related to renewable energy. We do it. So once get a hold of me and we'll get started on your project. All right, this has been Will S. for the Yukon Gold podcast. Keep your stick on the ice.